Now, Dancing with the Stars may be over, but we've got Ultimate Girls Trip right around the corner. So I know Team Twirl, including myself, we're so excited for that. Now, before we get into it all, this has been something that Bravo fans have been begging for years, a big
Yes.
All-Stars mashup, and you were asked to do the first season,
Yes.
which is incredible. What were your first thoughts when you were approached about doing the show, and what made you say yes?
Well, I wanted to know who else was involved. You know, I was excited that they were finally putting something together, but I was most excited when I finally started to hear the names of the other girls, like your Kyles, your Countess, Luann's, and people that I knew, but I didn't really know, Melissa Gorga, Teresa Judice. So I was excited, and that's what made me say yes. I thought it was a great idea. And then when I saw the other cast members, I was like, oh, yes, count me in. And I have to tell you, it is amazing. I cannot wait for you guys to see this show. Like, I'm so excited for you guys to see this show. It's just literally, it's going to blow your socks off.
It is such an iconic lineup, as you were mentioning. Who did you have the most fun with in Turks and Caicos?
Wow. My turn-up buddy was Melissa. That was my turn-up buddy. Yeah. I love Melissa so much. She's my little, I called her Little Flawless, like that was her rap name. So she was a Little Flawless. And she's like, we're connected in a way, like we're the fun girls. We like to have fun. We like to party, dance, crack jokes, just do silly stuff. So I would have to say I probably had the most fun with her.
So you had a rap name for Melissa. Was there a rap group going on in Turks and Caicos?
No. It was just something I made up. I don't know why.
I love that. Well, Melissa Gorga, like you, is a singer. You two have some of the most iconic Housewives singles of all time. Is there a collab on the way?
I asked her and she politely declined. I think she just felt like her singing past was behind her. But I was like, well, if you ever think about it, I'm your girl. Let's do a collab.
From the trailer, it looks like you took quite the ride on the Ramona coaster. What can you tell me about going head to head with Ramona?
It's like hitting your head against a brick wall. Like, you're not going anywhere. It was just like, I'm just doing it now just for the sake of like abusing myself, because the more you kept trying to talk to her and talk sense into her, it was like hitting your head against a brick wall. Like, you're not going to get anywhere.
What kind of kicked things off between you and Ramona? Why don't you guys see eye to eye?
She's very, in the beginning, she just seemed to be very rude. She cursed at me, within 30 minutes of meeting her. So yeah, I'm not going to get along with someone who just is so blatantly disrespectful. And I'm not the girl to be disrespectful with. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't know my street cred, but she found out.
Oh, yes. I mean, we see it in the trailer. What you say is, you're not going to tell me, F you, Ramona. And then I think you even ask at one point, who the F do you think you are? Yeah. I don't think Ramona is used to people standing up to her like that on the Real Housewives of New York City. How did she react when you came in and decided to exterminate the singer Stinger?
How does she react? I mean, Ramona, she lives in her own world. Her idea of reality is not everyone else's. And so whatever the voices in her head are telling her, that's what she's reacting to. So, it was definitely fireworks. And so I think that it will be interesting to see what the viewers think of how it plays out.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to see how it plays out. And while I have you and we're talking about Ramona, I, of course, have to ask for your thoughts on the recent reports that she said something allegedly racist while filming The Real Housewives of New York City about her co-star Ebony Williams. After experiencing Ramona in real life, do you think that's something she's capable of?
Listen, I'd hate to speculate on something like that. I don't know her well enough, and I didn't personally firsthand witness anything. So that could be very damaging to someone, especially if it's not true. So I didn't see anything like that personally, and I just would like to have, more evidence or know more about what is alleged, or just simply wait until it's an actual fact or not. But personally speaking, I didn't get that sense that she's a racist. Um, I don't know if she's intolerant. I don't know what it is, but I didn't get that sense. I just got the sense that she was just a jerk.
Now, despite everything you went through with her, do you think there's potential for a friendship in the future?
Listen, I say never. And I think when people get older, a lot of times they get wiser. And so let's just hope that that's the case for her. I'm willing to always start fresh and anew and just see what people are saying, if it's really going to be true. Like if you're saying you're going to be a changed person and that you want to have a better relationship, then I look to see what the person does and not what they say.
Right. Now, speaking of relationships, it looks like your friendship with Cynthia hits a little bit of a snag. And as far as housewives friendships go, you and Cynthia have been smooth sailing for the most part over the years. So what was it like getting into a tip with your girl, Cynthia?
We've been a little tips before. I mean, in the past seasons, we've definitely had some ups and downs. So it's like it's not anything new. I just, didn't necessarily see it coming, but I think that I think that the issues that she has, I don't necessarily think that the audience will see it quite that way, because they'll see things that happened in the background from myself that definitely was supportive of her.
Now, Cynthia and Mike, they recently were hit with some cheating rumors. Were you able to catch up with her about those? And what do you think of all the gossip?
I tend to not listen to gossip because so much gossip has been said about me. I just, I hope it's not true. And if she says it's not true, then I believe her. But I didn't reach out to her because of that, because it's so many things that we hear about each other that are not true. So I didn't want to be, a negative force or come in and try to perpetuate something that's negative when it may not even be true at all. So I think if she needs me, she'll reach out to me.